I'm Vicki Chelf, and I'm the author of Vicki's Vegan Kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to make a really super delicious vegan sweet cornbread. And I make it sweet just with the sweet corn. You can add, in the recipe I put a tablespoon maple syrup, but you don't even need it. But you could add 1 to 2 tablespoons maple syrup or another sweetener. Now the first ingredient is the tofu, and we use that instead of eggs. And use silken tofu, and this is the kind, it's 12.3 ounces. You don't want to get too big of a package of silken tofu. So one of those small 12.3 ounces of firm organic silken tofu, put it in a blender, and use a ½ cup milk. You can use soy milk or almond milk or even water. I'm just using water. And you can throw your maple syrup in there, and I'm not even bothering to use it because it's good without it. The corn is so sweet, it helps to sweeten it. So we're going to just turn it on and blend it to a cream. We're going to put the cornmeal in a bowl, a big mixing bowl. So 1 2/3 cups cornmeal. And when you use corn, make sure to use organic because so much corn today is GMO, and you want to make sure you have good organic corn. And some non-aluminum baking powder, about 2 tablespoons. Two teaspoons, I said 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of non-aluminum baking powder, and a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. So we're going to just mix that up with a little salt. Add a little sea salt here. About a ½ teaspoon. Mix it up, and then I'm going to add the corn. I'll say this, but I usually put a little bit of vinegar, like balsamic is sweet, and about a tablespoon, and that helps the cornbread to rise since we're not using eggs. So I'm going to blend it again real quickly. Voila, there you go. So we've got the corn and the cornmeal, the baking powder, baking soda in the bowl, and I've started to heat on the stove some coconut oil. I don't put oil directly in the cornbread, and I always use a cast iron skillet because I put the oil on the bottom and it makes for a really crispy crust. It's really nice. So this is heating on sort of a low heat. And we're going to take the blended tofu mixture. See the consistency, it's a little thicker than a cornbread that has eggs in it. And if it's too dry, we're just going to add a little more water or milk to it. But I think it's okay. Sort of spread the batter out into the pan. And I'll turn it up a little higher. And you see the oil coming around the sides? You can just take it and take it over the top a little bit, and this cornbread will be crispy all around. But we're going to cook it here on the stove for maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Then we're going to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes or until it's nice and firm and crisp all around. And you can test it with a toothpick to make sure it's done. But that will be it, and it will be delicious.